Hello, Reformers, and welcome to a special feature of Factorio. Now, this is a game that basically makes it, you run your own factory. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But bear in mind that to do that, you must have one of the most logistical-based minds ever. And I gotta say, I've seen some amazing creations from other people, and I have... Well, I've done okay, but I've literally just done the tutorial and various other things, and it's been incredibly fun to actually learn how things work and how it all goes and everything like that. But if you enjoy this, if you enjoy the gameplay that is going to be coming in just a few minutes, then of course there is a link in the description to the Steam store page or the website, and you can check it out there. Now, let us play, and let us start a new game. Actually, wait a minute. Let's start the campaign, I think. Yes, there we go. You have just landed on the surface of an unknown planet. There is no one to help you. You need to learn how to craft your first tools and set up simple machines to ease your work. But beware, you are not alone. And that is the main premise for the game. You start on randomly generated planets, and you have to try and survive until you can get a couple of radars up, and that will then enable you to scan sectors and maybe, just maybe, retrieve the ship parts that you require to actually construct your own ship and then take off and escape the planet. But of course, there are beasties to worry about. And so, here we go. We are now in the game, and as we can see, this is our little man here. Oh yes, this is our little man. And as we can see in just a second, he's gonna say something. That escape module saved my life. I'm afraid the others were not so lucky. So yes, we have a couple of hints here. And this is our ship. As you can see, this is a large shipwreck. You can always find the current objective in this window, which I really do appreciate, because sometimes it can get overwhelming, but once you have the objective, it is quite simple to follow, but sometimes you need to go through a variety of different steps to actually make it there. So, first off, we can obviously move around here. I wonder if I could use something from the wreck. Yes, we could. Left click it. There we go. And we can take some iron plate. We are going to need that. There we are. And we can close the GUI with the E. There's nothing else here. I have to make some simple tools myself. And what we can do, on the right-hand side are your recipes. Left-clicking on the recipe will craft the depicted item. And the number on the recipe means how many times that object can be crafted. When you hover over the recipe, you'll see what ingredients are needed. So, in other words, we want an iron axe, of course. So I'm going to be making one of those. And this is your crafting queue down here. Usually you don't really need to look at this, but if you have something like a gun turret or maybe a weapon that you're trying to craft, then obviously it might be necessary to look at it to make sure that you aren't going to get killed before it is complete. So let's get that axe done, and as you can see, the iron axe has been automatically equipped in the tool slot, which I do appreciate. So what we can also do is we can move around here. Obviously we can just chop down this wood here, because we need this wood, of course. Get close to the iron ore and hover the cursor over it. Yes, there we go. When you hover over an entity, useful detailed information appears in the top right-hand corner of the screen. So we can actually just do this. There we go. We are getting some iron ore, and we need to get 4 iron ore. This is, of course, the very basic tutorial, but we will be out of here no problem at all very soon. Now, we do need to get some stone, I'm pretty sure, because, yes, we need to craft a stone furnace. And that means we'll be able to smelt the iron into iron bars. Well, iron plate, technically. So let's get, I don't even know how much it is, but I think it's about 10 stone, maybe. There we go. How much do we actually need? No, it's only 5 stone. So let's get one of those. And there's the quick bar down there. And let's select the stone furnace and place it on the ground. There we go. Now we can open it here. Now, as you can see, it needs iron ore in the resource slot, which, of course, we are going to put up here. And it also needs fuel. But we've already got some wood, because I obviously knew that that was going to happen. But we already have some wood. But there's also coal here, which burns a little bit slower. So if you want to go for that, then you can. I'm going to go for wood right now. The stone furnace is now smelting the iron ore into iron plates. And there we go. And that's it. It's amazing. That was a piece of cake. Yes, it was a piece of cake. Where is my cake? Yes, I don't know. Get the processed iron plates. Yes, there we go. Thank you. I will take that. There we are. Now we have 8. I wonder if it could be automated. And now, yes, it can. It can very much be automated. We need to craft some iron gears. So let's craft 3 of those. And we're going to need 1 more iron plate. So I'm going to see if I can get a little bit more iron here. There we go. Not a problem. Of course, considering this is the tutorial, there are no enemies to speak of, so we really don't have to worry about that. But I do need to place this iron ore in here. Thank you very much. Once I get another plate, I'll be able to craft the mining drill, which is an absolutely fantastic thing. Just wait until you see the electrical ones, because the electrical ones are, in my opinion, a lot more efficient, but it might just be my mind thinking that they are. I'm actually unsure about that, but yes, here we go. Place the miner drill. Yes, here we go. Okay, so let's place it over... where do we want it, actually? Do we want it over the iron? Yeah, I think we want it over the iron. Why not? Now, unfortunately, we do need some fuel for this. So, yeah, we're going to get some wood. I would like to get... Yes, I would. Yes, the wonderful jokes. But I would like to get some coal at some point, but right now, I think the wood is going to have to do, because it is a lot quicker to gain, and, well, it's just easier to work with, I suppose. So, there we go. Now, it's going to start mining. Now, of course, what we can also do... Yes, as we can see, it is now teaching us about the mining drill, and it's just gonna drop the resources. That's all it's gonna do. It's just gonna drop them, and it's not gonna do anything else. But look, we can move close to it, and then press F to pick it up, of course. But we could put something here to collect the resources. Now we can zoom in a little bit just so we can see a little bit better. Now we want to craft a wooden chest. Well, it's good that I got a little bit more wood then, isn't it? Yes. So let's get the wooden chest and place it there. And the resources are now collected in the wooden chest. So as you can see, there it is. That's a lot easier than just going over there and pressing F, isn't it? So yeah, that's really nice. Now we can just take the items. And there we go. I learned something today. And there is a lot more to do. So there we go. I should go around and inspect this strange place for a bit. And there you go. That's it. That is the first initial level. And we'll head on to the next one. Oh yes, and now here we go. This is a lot more advanced, but nothing really to worry about yet, because yeah, we haven't even got to the surface of it, really. I wonder what the robotic arm is for. Oh yes, well, it's not going to be for, yes, those kinds of things. It's going to be for working, not joyous occasions. No, this machine has run out of fuel. And of course, what we can do is we can pick up some of this, can we? Yes, we can pick up some coal. There we go. So now let's open this up, and we have some coal. So let's put some coal in there, and this is called a burner inserter. It picks up items in front of it and places them behind. So you can assume and see where the applications of this are going to actually come into play. So as you can see, look at that. Look at what it's doing. It's taking the coal from the conveyor belt and putting it in the chest. And we can actually head in here. Oh, here we go. Oh, yes. Inspect the wooden chest. There might be something useful. And what do we have? We have a pistol. And we have a regular magazine. Oh, yes. Very nice indeed. So I'm going to be taking the rest of that as well. Thank you. I'll take that too. And now, what was that? It sounded like footsteps. When enemies are close, you can fire at them by holding space. The enemy closest to the cursor will be shot. Where are they? Let's zoom out a little bit. Oh, there they are. Yes, there we go. Okay, fantastic. Phew, they're dead, but there might be more coming. I better get the production here working and prepare myself. Oh yes, there we go. The second inserter is reversed. So, yes, we want that to be rotated. Yeah, of course. So, let's turn that around. There we go. And now it is going to pick up the iron ore and put it in the furnace here. But of course, we have no fuel, so we're going to get some fuel going there. We need to get a couple more stone furnaces here. Now, this is where I'm pretty awful. The organizational side of things I am pretty bad at, so yeah, this is going to be amusing. Wait a minute, where's some stone? There's some stone over there. So what do we need? Well, we need some iron plate and we need another stone furnace. So I guess I'm just going to head over here and mine some stone real quick. Yes, the organizational efforts that I'm going to have to make in a second are not great. They are going to be pretty bad. There we go. I spent a lot of time mining this stone. I should use my first burner mining drill to mine it for me. Yeah, of course. We should do that. But I'm going to need to get some iron plates first. There we go. Thank you very much. So let's get one of those. And of course we still have the coal being sorted out there, which is fantastic. And we're going to be placing one of these here. There we are. Very nice indeed. So now, wait a minute. I would like to get some wood. I think getting some wood would be really nice. There we are. And now every time I say would be nice, I'm going to be thinking, oh yes, it's wood. Haha, excellent. Okay, so come on now. There we are. That's enough, and I think we're going to get another wooden chest. And we're going to place that... Wait a minute, where was it? I think it's there. There we are. Okay, so now we can place half of that in there, and it's going to start mining stone. Now, what we could do is... yeah, we could do something pretty cool with that by placing another burner inserter here, and that could actually pick up the resources from out of the chest, and then it could obviously run along more conveyor belts, as you can see. So I could basically place them all the way down here and connect the two up, but right now that's kind of pointless because, well, it's not necessarily needed, and I'd be spending a lot more resources to do that than I otherwise would like to. So yes, otherwise we're just going to wait for the stone to be done. We need to get quite a bit of stone. We've already gotten 13, which is actually rather nice. Let's get a couple more furnaces. That would be good. And now this is where we want to go for something like... I'm thinking probably something like this. There we go. And yeah, now it's gonna... Oh no, that's terrible. Why is it doing that? Oh, yes, of course. That's exactly what I do every single time. So let's place that there. There we go. And now, of course, this arm is going to be taking the iron ore from this, which is great. So now we can put on half of that wood, and that's going to start burning away. And we'll put all of the coal there, because of course I can get some more coal here. That's great. And let's put half of the coal there. And so, it is literally a factory. We are not yet a fully fledged factory, of course, because, well, this is all very basic, but you can see what could happen. And if you just even take a look at one of the screenshots of this game, you will be blown away by the enormity of it, the scale that you will have to actually employ to get this actually going a lot quicker and a lot faster, of course. But yes, now what else am I going to do? I actually have no idea. Should we... Okay, well, let's see. I do need to get some more iron, so let's get some more plate there. There we go. That's a little bit better. So I'm going to get, I think, 2 burner inserters, and I'm going to get a wooden chest, because I'm going to demonstrate a very basic supply line. Obviously, we are not using conveyor belts that much, but I would like to get a really nice supply line here. So let's go for a chest here, and let's go for a burner inserter there. So we're going to be placing some iron in there, which is rather nice. And then what we're going to do is we're going to place a furnace there, because we need to make 5 of them, of course. And then we're going to be placing... that's not going to work, is it? Is that going to work? It might. It is. I think... No, never mind. It's not working. So we're gonna be taking that away. We're gonna be... yes, we're gonna be taking that away and placing it there instead. And so there you go. So now we have a little bit of... I don't know. A little bit of a supply line there. Not particularly amazing right now, but it is working. It is rudimentary and it is working. So yes, we're gonna see what we can do about giving our things a little bit more fuel there. There we go. So now we have a little bit of a supply line there. So as you can see, we're probably going to need another drill. I think another drill would be nice to get some more iron. We need another stone furnace for that, though. So I'm going to need to go over here and get some stone. Obviously, right now, this is actually out of fuel, but yes, it's actually mined enough stone for us to be rather well off in terms of the stone department, of course. So let's get another stone furnace. Let's actually make another 2, because we do need another 2. And we're going to get the mining drill there. Okay, so now we can place this here, and that is going to start doing its merry thing and placing them on the conveyor belt. Like that, yes. Absolutely fantastic. So what we could also do is get another burner inserter. And I think if I am going to be... I actually might be able to do this. Let's just see whether that is indeed the case. I don't actually know right now, because right now we already have 3 drills. So what I could do instead, yeah, I think this is maybe a better idea. So let's place this around here, and let's place it like that, like this, there we go. And let's get another mining drill, because we do need, wow, we actually need 10 of them. I'm actually really surprised about that, but yes, we do need 10 of them. So let's place one more there, and let's place 25 coal. And now that's going to be a lot better. That is going to be a lot better, because we're going to be getting much more iron, and the arms will not have to wait long for any resupply. and that sounds good to me. So, let's get another 2 miner drills, because we are going to need to get this copper, of course. Yes, this copper is definitely going to help us out quite a bit, but first, what do I need for this? Oh, I need iron, of course. So let's go in here, pick up all of these. Now, of course, if I was going to spend a lot more time in this particular level, obviously it's just about to be over, well, quite soon, I could potentially put more arms here, and here, and here, and actually take the iron plate out of the furnace and put them in a chest. And that might be more useful or less useful, however you look at it. I personally think it's not particularly useful to do that, but maybe for something else, maybe for putting it on a conveyor belt, because you may want to take the iron plate somewhere else. But for now, we're just going to make it relatively simple, I suppose. And we're going to get some conveyor belts going on here. There we go. No, that's not right. No, how dare you. There we are. Excellent. And you can also ride. You can also ride on the conveyor belts, which I have to say is relatively cool. So, yes, there we go. Now, let's get some of these. And I think one there, and I think one there should do it. And I think we're probably going to need to get some more coal. So let's go over here and get some more coal real quick. Look at that. How much coal are we getting? So much. And there we are. Very nice. Okay, so now we need to get another furnace here. Maybe we could get another 2 furnaces, because we do need to place another 2 furnaces. So let's put one there and one there. And we'll put some coal in there as well. And now let's get another arm. Oh yes, there we go. And we need one more drill. I'm actually really surprised that we need one more drill, really. I mean, it's not particularly necessary, I would say, but... Okay, so... Yes, I actually did that wrong. We need to place it this way around. There we go. And there we have it. That's it. And now all we need to do is put some coal in these things as well. Okay, we need to get some more coal for everything, basically. Oh no, we're running out of fuel everywhere. Oh, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Okay, there we are. Let's place some more coal there. And I think that is actually it. I think we're good. Because now we can get some copper. And we need to... Oh, we need to make one more drill, really? Okay, I'm actually unsure what to go for. Shall we just get some more... Oh, no! Ah, how dare you? How dare you attack me? Ah, yes. That's exactly what you get. Okay, so now we are going to be getting another drill for the coal. That's relatively simple. If I connect it all correctly, I should be able to get the resources needed for electric power soon. Exactly. So as you can see here, we need copper plate, we need coal, and we need iron plate. But of course, right now we are doing pretty well, I gotta say. I don't think anything is really going wrong. I'm going to need a lot of resources if I want to start some serious expansion. Yes, I will. Definitely. But, of course, I already have the amount of iron plate needed, as you can see, very much so, in actual fact. And I think... I would like to get another one of these... Maybe. Shall we get another stone furnace? And another arm, I think. Yes, let's actually put that over here. Yeah, I think that's gonna be fine. Okay, yes, that's not going to be fine. I always place it too far away. I have actually no idea why that happens, but there we go. Okay, so... Oh, yes, we have no coal, of course. That's a travesty, so let's see. There we go. And I think that's fine. Look at that. That arm is doing okay, right? Yeah, I think that arm's doing fine. Okay, so let's place the coal in there, and we'll place a little bit more in there. And there we go. So now all we need to do is just wait for the inevitable... And that is, of course, for all of the copper plate. Oh, there's another enemy. Oh, yes. Take that guy out. How dare you. So, yes, as you can also see, we do have slots for other weapons, and we do have slots for armor as well. And, oh, I gotta say that once you get electricity, it is infinitely just giving you more possibilities, because you have gun turrets, you have radar, you have light beacons, because... This game does have a day and night cycle, and as you can probably tell, it would be pretty scary at night to be alone on an alien world and obviously not be able to see. So having a light beacon really helps, and obviously the gun turrets also help too, because, well, you're gonna need defenses if you are going to be building those radars, because the aliens actually seem to have some sort of sentience where they really do not like you using the radar. So yes, there is that to take into account. And, well, it's all just very, very tense, but of course it is still in the tutorial levels, and they do a relatively good job at explaining everything. I've got to say that the first time I played, I was not particularly fluent with all of the mechanics, but you can just tell, can't you? You can just tell that the game is very in-depth. It is not in-depth enough as to sort of scare you away, in my opinion, because it does introduce things relatively gradually, but there is always more to learn, and there's always more to explore and see. Because if I get... Look, I mean, look at this. Do you see this? I mean, I don't think you even grasped the actual enormity of the map right now, but look at this. You can actually just zoom out all the way, and you can explore, and there are even things to do with the water, if you can believe that. Yes, you can actually get the water boiled, and that creates electricity, and you can put that in a steam machine, a steam engine, and you can create steam and electricity from that, and oh, it's just all very wonderful once you see the advancement, and you can create an entire factory that connects itself all together. And that is it. That is pretty much it. So let's just get our copper plate. There we go. And we're going to get our coal. And I think we're done. There we go. Boom. That was some hard work, but I think I have everything I need now. And it's time to move on. There we go. So that's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. I gotta say that this is incredibly addicting as well. And yes, if you start, then it's probably never gonna end. I don't think there's an endless mode, but I do know that there is a free play mode, so if you don't want to play the campaign, then of course you can just play in a sandbox, which is pretty cool. But yes, there it is. Now, yes, this is exactly what I was talking about. Steam engine, and we have some electric mining drills, and here we go. This is the level I was talking about. If I had enough electricity, I could build a radar to locate the crash site. I have the electricity test setup almost ready. I just need some water from the lake. And so our first objective is to build an offshore pump connected to boilers on a water-ground transition. And that is actually very easy to do. I'm just going to show you how to do that real quick because, well, it's self-explanatory pretty much. But I felt like it was really cool to actually have that working. So let's place that there. There we go. And then all you need to do is build some pipes. There's the pipes. There we go. Let's build a couple of pipes, and then all we need to do is connect these up. Very, very easy. Oh, we need a couple more, unfortunately. You could actually build this a little bit closer, but I feel as though building it relatively far away actually helps with the efficiency, because then you're able to build more steam engines in the area and connect them all up and everything. But yes, there we go. The water is flowing into the steam engine, but it's too cold to produce any electricity, so you can see where this is going. You're going to need to place some coal in here, and, well, wood, because I don't think we have... Oh, we do have coal. Yes, but we can't power it at the moment. So as you can see, yes, that's exactly how it is. It's just a step-by-step process. And I hope you've enjoyed this episode, so let me know if you want to see more. And so, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.